to Powered by Toast podcast. Missed you guys. Thank you very much. I am here, Dashita.
Megan.
And this is cool.
I completely missed you guys for the past, I don't know how many months it's been.
Months.
Exactly. So let's recap on what we talked about the last podcast.
So the last podcast, I think we did a lot of like self-reflection, like what's going on in our lives. A lot of like just things that like we need to work on, like mentally, emotionally, physically, becoming better versions of ourselves,
Yes.
how to handle stress, and just basically what's going on in our lives, just trying to keep moving forward when we feel like we're actually moving backwards.
If you think about it, it's already November.
That's
So-
crazy.
Woohoo, my month.
Yeah. So yeah, you really can't like sit there and just dwell on like the bad and
No.
the issues and the changes and challenges that are coming. Like you have to keep moving forward no matter what. And just work. We were just trying to figure out like things that we can incorporate, things that we can do.
Mhm.
One of the things that we actually started doing 2-3 weeks ago was virtual journaling.
Mhm.
So Megan can kind of touch up on that because we actually got the idea from her daughter, Alyssa.
Yeah, so as we had spoke our last podcast, we kind of went through like just different types of things, especially like the way you feel like mentally and how like depression, anxiety, and just mental health issues are like so. I feel like they're just at an all-time high.
Right.
In any event, my daughter Alyssa ended up going to check herself in to a therapy, like inpatient therapy.
Okay.
And so it was great for her. I think she learned a lot. She I feel like she feels better now. But what they did was journaling. And everyone stayed in their own areas, but there was a table that they had all come to and they all journaled together.
Mhm.
And it kind of caught me off guard because I'm like, why would you journal together? Because isn't journaling private? And I guess there is different areas of journaling. Like maybe some people do it privately, but I thought that for like mental health, I thought that the way they had set up this journaling was absolutely amazing. They had everyone who was there come sit at the table. They had their journals. And as they were journaling, now everyone might have different issues that are going on,
Mhm.
but when they started journaling, they would start like bringing up certain things, and it created like a conversation between everyone. So everyone was journaling, and some like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that, I like that. And so they would start journaling their thoughts. So it was like a therapeutic like journaling session with amongst a lot of people
Okay.
from all different types of backgrounds.
Right.
And going through different things. And then so Alyssa said she really enjoyed it.
So we thought,
Awesome. Why not?
Let's do it. Because I don't know if you know, but I journal a lot.
Okay.
I journal at least once a week.
Mhm.
I sit down and I just write whatever I feel like writing about. Sometimes I just kind of like, recap the week, talk about how I feel. If I was struggling with something,
Mhm.
I would talk about it. And if I hadn't resolved the issue, usually when writing about it, I kind of figure out, okay, this is how I can actually resolve the issue.
Right.
And I've always encouraged Megan, like, write,
Yeah,
journal,
journal.
So we did our first session. It was kind of weird because we are just kind of like, where do we start? What do we even do?
Right.
So I have this book that I got for Christmas, and it was it's just about like self-love, healing, and all that. And we kind of just took one of the prompts, and it was just write down, what was it, 30 things that you love or that
makes us
you?
It makes us
And
happy.
makes you
Makes us
happy.
happy.
Okay.
We didn't have 30 things. but
No, we didn't.
We pushed ourselves to write 10 or 12 things.
Okay.
And then we wrote our own little entry about it. And
Yeah.
then we came back and we read the entry to each other. So,
Okay.
We found out the different, like Megan wrote about a little bit about everything that she put on her list.
Okay.
And then I just kind of grouped everything together. And I'm like, well, I'm going to talk about music because it was like the majority of what makes me happy. So we did that and it was good. It was good.
Cool.
It was really good to be able to journal with somebody, to open up with somebody. Because a lot of times I keep those, and though, those journal things, those journaling, it is private, but it's
Yeah.
kind of nice to expose yourself, that
Yeah.
vulnerability to people, especially people that you love, you trust, and
Absolutely.
you know that if you tell them something personal, it's not going to get out.
Oh,
So
right.
it's good, and it's kind of like it's comforting.
Yeah.
So.
It's crazy that you guys say that because I used to journal
Okay.
every day.
Really?
Oh my God. Kind of growing up, I'm gonna say that I was by myself, but in a sense I was. I come from a very, very large family,
You do.
and I'm a middle child. So then you had everyone that was at least about, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years older than you.
Yeah.
So you had that group, that
Yeah.
set, and then you had everyone that was like a couple years younger than you, and it was like 20 of them. So you're kind of like by yourself in a
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
But of course, you guys know me. I can adapt to any environment. But so I used to journal a lot because I had a lot of feelings, and I didn't know how to express them except by writing.
Yeah.
And the more I think about it, it's probably how I got A's and stuff on my papers in in high
So,
school
it
and
helps
college,
in various
because
ways.
I was able to. If you gave me a topic, I can write on it.
Right, yeah.
Now listen, I ain't gonna say I done researched it all, but I might have skimmed the book and then wrote on it. But
I think that's how it's done anyways.
right.
To be honest.
You'll be surprised. Like some people are like, really? You read the whole book? Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I'm not gonna read the whole book.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I will find resources that support what I'm writing.
Exactly,
If
that
I'm like,
part.
"Listen, I need
That part. So yeah, I used to journal years ago, and I actually thought about doing it again.
yeah.
I just have to get my life together.
That's funny that you say that because we all feel the same way.
Yeah.
We all just feel the same way. But we are planning on journaling tomorrow morning, so you are definitely welcome to join us. if you
Okay.
want. We just do a Facebook video call, and then we just
Okay. Cool.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since you guys haven't seen me in a minute,
I was gonna say, since we talked about us last week, about everything we're going through,
Enough about us.
enough about us. Let's get to you.
you guys haven't seen me, well, virtually or physically in some months now.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has. So nobody kidnapped me. Just saying.
I thought you were gonna be sold in the
Um,
black market.
Oh, girl, if I was sold in the black market, let me shut up. Um, but I did have surgery the end of June. So before surgery, I was just trying to kind of keep myself I guess quarantined in a sense,
Mhm.
because I didn't want to miss out on my surgery.
Yeah.
So I did have surgery. I had fibroids removed. And I can tell you since then a lot has changed physically, inside of me, outside, those things were giving me a run for my money. And people don't understand how important it is to really understand and know your body and
Yes.
listen to your body. Just kind of give a brief on what it was. So after the surgeon, after I had to stay overnight, um, I couldn't do day surgery on this one. I had laparoscopic, so I had 6 holes in my stomach, and I had to get a C-section cut. Recovery was great because I listened to the doctor. Let me say that again. I listened to the doctor. And rest. Because that's the most important thing of healing when you are, when you have surgery. It's to rest. That's the best part of healing.
Mhm.
And I really kind of had no complications, thank God. I really
Awesome.
didn't.
Yes.
I just literally slept. But anywho, my stomach was he said 18 weeks. So guys, I was almost 5 months non-pregnant with the fibroids, which is why my stomach poked out so much. And then that time of the month, I would get so bloated. It looked like I literally was carrying a child.
Oh my gosh.
They took out 5. and there's still a couple in there, but they're they're small and they're not really bothering me too much. And then I also have endometriosis forming. So, eventually, yes, I am going to have a hysterectomy, but until then, the object now is to possibly have a child because I'm childless. But I need to do it quickly as possible. um,
I'm not a man.
I'm not a man.
She's looking. You're like these two. Oh, you're talking about us two have our children.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
waiting.
together. Look at that. We can have
Oh,
children together.
We can do that. Wow,
Yes.
we'll be some rich ass bitches.
Right?
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Auntie Cuckoo.
Right.
I'm waiting.
But it's very important as women. I mean, as humanly possible, but definitely as women, to listen to your body and get things checked out yearly. When I'm not saying every little thing, but there are things that
Mhm.
needs to get checked out. If you have a history of some type of cancer in your family, get it checked out. Colonoscopies, people, are not a bad thing. Trust me. They're not.
The worst part is the prep.
Right.
Like
Seriously.
you talk about like the colonoscopy. So I've never been put under ever in my life.
Oh my god.
So I needed to have an EGD.
Okay.
And that's the upper GI.
Upper GI. And
no prep involved.
exactly.
Right.
I must have canceled my appointment at least 5 or 6 times.
Oh my God.
So finally, Ku's like, no, you got to get done. And Marcia's like, I'm not going to cancel your appointment again.
Yeah, we're
like,
free.
you were free. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay, fine. So,
And a few days before, she goes, I don't have a ride.
yes.
So I can't go because I don't have a ride.
Yes.
And the rules are you need to have somebody drive you because you're going to be sedated.
Right.
So what happened, Megan?
You got it right.
So I got a ride
Because I took off of work.
because, yes, Ku took off of work. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. It was,
She kept complaining about, oh my God, the acid reflux. I'm swallowing weird. I'm like, go get it checked out.
Yes.
Exactly.
yeah, it was so bad. So, Ku, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. She came and picked me up. We went there, and the doctor was falling behind or running behind, and I'm like, I'm all like, I have my IVs and everything like that. I'm like, let's just go. Like, I'm like, I gotta go. I've never been put out or sedated in my
Yeah.
life.
And then she has this piercing in her inside of her lip. And she's trying to make an excuse to cancel because of the piercing. Like, oh, I'm gonna get electrocuted.
Oh my God.
I said, first of all, I took off of work. Okay, this is my PTO, so you having this procedure.
Exactly.
How long we waiting? If I gotta rip that out, you're having your procedure.
Right. I'm like, I'm not taking anything out. Like, I don't want to.
It's gonna close. And then I'm gonna have to go get a repiercing again. I'm not doing that again. We're going home. I'm like, no, stay right. You get it out.
Yeah. So the doctor was running behind, and of course, the doctor that performed my EGD was also a doctor that we had worked for in the GI clinic. So I don't know why I wouldn't have felt so, and I didn't. It was just the fact about being sedated. That's the only thing that scared me.
You know what's funny? My mom had her EGD colonoscopy too, and that was the thing that scared her the most too.
Man,
So,
that's the best sleep in the
But-
world.
Yeah. So
Oh my God.
So I'm waiting. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. Like, I don't want to get this done. And then the anesthesiologist comes in, is like, he's like, don't worry. He's like, don't worry. He's like, you will be out in less than 10 seconds.
Mhm.
Oh,
No,
this is a challenge.
I'm like, I will not be out. I will not be out in 10 seconds. There's no way. Right. I was like, you dare me to? So I'm waiting. And then finally they come and get me and they roll me off. And then so they take me back into the operating room.
I forgot, were you singing the My Heart Will Go On?
Yes.
I think you were singing.
I was
My Heart
humming
Will
it.
Go
Yeah, I
On.
was humming My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. It's an inside joke that we've always had through the GI. So I'm getting rolled back there and I'm still awake. And then he tells me to put my head this way. And then he takes this tube, this hard tube, and puts it in my mouth. I'm like, And then he has this thing that he's putting over my head to hold. And I'm like, wait a second. This seems like something out of Saw. Like, this is not happening. So he puts it in my mouth, and now I'm freaking out. Like, I'm hyperventilating because, like, I don't know what's going on. So then he's like, just roll on your sides. Doctor comes in, and he's like, just calm down, baby, calm down. And he's like, all right. He's like, I'm gonna start now. I'm like, okay. So the anesthesiologist is giving me the medication in my IV. I'm looking at the clock. He's like, okay, you can look at the clock. He's like, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. So I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, 35, 40. It took him almost a minute to knock me out.
Yes.
Oh my God.
A minute.
Fighting
I
them.
was, but let me tell you something. When it finally hit me and I felt my eyes like getting like where I open, shut, and that point right before you go, you're like
Yeah.
out and your body just goes totally relaxed. I was like, oh my gosh. When I woke up and afterwards, I was like, that was like the best
I
feeling
swear,
ever.
man.
See?
It was
Listen.
the best feeling
She
ever.
was tripping, but I swear to God, they pulled her away. I watched. I was like, "Oh, this show is on." I was something on HGTV.
Mhm.
Oh, yay! I'm gonna get to watch this. She's back already. What the hell?
Right.
It was
And-
that fast.
Yeah, it was really quick. And she heard me coming back from
Yeah.
the room.
I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Did I do okay? Was I okay? I'm so sorry. And I was like, girl, the whole place can hear you.
Is that why they shut the door in my room?
Yeah, and then shut the door. She do that loud.
No, the crazy part is I was not nervous. I was more excited than anything.
Yeah.
Because I had been dealing with bad menstruals and just the whole nine for so many years.
I remember.
And
I was still at Luke's when you were
yeah.
like, getting ready to go. So,
Yeah, so I was like more excited than anything. And next thing you know, like, okay, I said, all right, Mom, I love you, and all that stuff. And they're like, everything is gonna be okay. And I'm like, all right, I'm not worried at this point. All I know is they said something, and I was out. Next thing you know, I woke up in my room like, oh, okay, it's done. It's done. If the surgery was supposed to take 3 hours, it took 5.
Wow.
Because when they went in there, it was worse than they thought.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you were really messed up in the inside. And I just feel that's like really, really important for people just to get checked out. Men, women, whatever it is, just get it checked out, because the worst thing you could do is not get something checked out and it be worse, and then you
There's
can't
nothing you
do
can
anything
do about it.
yeah, nothing you can do about it later on. And I'm like, the going forward, no.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much that I've kind of like, I've done in the past few months. You guys were talking about self-care. Like, dude, I take naps. Like, I wish somebody would talk about my naps. I mean, it's okay to rest your brain.
You need to though.
It's okay to breathe, to relax.
Mhm.
Sometimes, okay, sit there and do absolutely nothing if you want to. It's okay to take a day off.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to rejuvenate, and people don't realize that. One thing about health is if you do not rejuvenate, your body will make you rejuvenate on a level you do not want to rejuvenate on.
Bad, yes.
Yes.
So but I haven't really been doing anything. I've lost some weight. I'm
Yes,
taking
you have,
care
girl. You
of
look good.
Thank you. I'm trying to keep it down and not eat so much.
Are you doing any special dieting or anything? Or
No, you know what? I just can we talk? I just been trying to watch what I eat.
Okay.
I've been trying to eat more, a little more healthy, more greens and fruits and different things like that. I can't have soy. FYI, women, soy is not good for us. Again, soy is not good for us. It feeds fibroids and other things that are not supposed to be in our bodies. It feeds them. So yeah.
You and your soy milk.
What about tofu? Isn't tofu soy? I'll have to look that up because
Yeah.
I love some tofu.
Yeah.
Don't look at me because I'm Asian.
Soy. Yeah, soy food is not good. I did learn that it does feed fibroids.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of watch, again, what I eat and so forth. I try not to eat past 7, 8 the latest.
Mm-hmm.
But usually I'm asleep anyway because of work. I'll be tired.
Really?
Yeah, oh my God, girl, yes. But other than that, I ain't really been doing nothing.
No.
I went out last night and partied my behind
Did
off.
you?
Oh my God, I ain't partied like that in so long.
Since 1999.
Right. In 1999, I was a freshman.
That is funny.
Right?
Exactly. So I mean, I had a man talk about self care. I've just been doing things that well, when I do stuff that I enjoy, like you guys said, like taking a breather. If I don't want to talk, I'll nap and just turn my phone off or silence it or
Mhm.
something. Just man,
Choose
just
you.
exactly.
You got to though, because you know what? It's so crazy. Because like the second that you want to like rejuvenate, you want to just shut off. You just want to just relax at that. That is the moment that everyone wants to get a hold of you. Always,
Yeah.
always. Or you're getting random text messages from places you don't care about.
Right.
So yeah, that is like I always forget to turn my phone off, and
And my thing is, especially if you're a person that do stuff for people all the time, like you're the go-to every single time for everybody
yeah,
because they know you're gonna do it. Man, start saying no.
that was what we talked about. Actually,
Oh my
yes.
god.
It's
I be
okay to say no.
sometimes I be like, oh, I feel bad, but then I'll be like, no, I gotta do this for me.
Yeah,
You know?
It's not about being like mean or anything.
No,
have to do something for
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. For your mental health, for
Yeah.
your, emotional well-being, like your physical, like
Mhm.
I shoot darts and I love shooting darts. So
Yes, you do.
uh, yes, shout out to my dart women teams in Milwaukee. But yeah, I mean, dude, we just enjoy yourself, enjoy life. Like now that I'm done had surgery, we finna get this PTO up so I can go travel.
Yes.
Yes.
We still need to plan this girl trip.
I know. You
Oh
know,
my god, we do.
actually, Koo and I were looking because Koo gets these flyers or something like that for all the traveling. I don't know what was that thing.
Oh, it's just an email. Like Aurora has this like email traveling like discount group that you can join, but you have to pay to join. So I haven't paid to join it, but I still get the free stuff.
Yeah. So we found a place in where was it?
Transylvania.
Yeah, Transylvania.
Okay.
And like it would cost us literally probably not even $1,000 to go, including airfare and B&B.
Oh wow.
And I looked at like the restaurants and all the stuff you can see. You can go to like Dracula's castle.
Mm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Oh, so you were in Seventh Heaven.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh,
Mhm.
like I wouldn't stop talking. I think Koo's like, Megan, just stop.
She'll probably go there dressed like Sally and Jack.
Yeah.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
But yeah, traveling, like yes, like
Yeah.
doing more and finding those deals where you can like do things that are like not like the Dells or not like something different that like is fun.
Well, it's funny because every year I think I don't know, maybe next year, but I've always wanted to go to like Tennessee. Okay, no, let me just say this: I love reality TV. Okay, sorry, I love reality TV.
A lot of people's guilty pleasure. It's okay.
And one of the reasons why I love reality TV is because of the trips and
They
the
take.
outings that they go
Yeah.
on. Oh my god. Absolutely beautiful. So, Married to Medicine,
Okay.
I watched that a lot. They go on a cabin. They have a cabin that they like go to.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, absolutely beautiful.
In Tennessee?
It's not in Tennessee, it's actually in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
But I mean, they're all from Atlanta, or surrounding areas. But it's absolutely beautiful. But I was thinking Tennessee has those type of cabins as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I'm dude, I should do this for my birthday one year.
You
Just like
should.
anybody who want to come, like they have a kitchen and we can do all kind of shit,
Bonfires, like
all kind of stuff.
cooking.
I'm like, dude, that'd be so hot.
That'll be fun. A lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about the weather.
Well, and that's the thing. Fall.
Yeah.
My birthday was just so y'all know it's this month. It's going down. But fall in Tennessee is different from Wisconsin.
How is the fall over there? Do you know?
I don't.
Oh.
10 times worse. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but you gotta
Totally
it's
cooler?
it's better because it's more south.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So it's not gonna be as cold,
Mhm.
probably, hopefully. But I mean, it's an idea.
But we're from Wisconsin. We can't handle the
Absolutely.
Right. Yes.
Come on.
Only place I probably wouldn't be able to handle is Alaska, and you won't catch me going there. It's cold all year round.
Megan's wedding.
Yeah, right, right.
No, you're not. You're not getting married there.
No.
Wasn't it you that found some travel package in Alaska that you kept saying you wanted to go to?
Oh, a
Was it you?
cruise.
A cruise.
Yeah, it was like cruise, and it was like looked so much fun. Like they go through glaciers and stuff like that. I was like,
I can see that being fun.
that was yeah, like and like going in and like the boat goes in between two, so it's like there and it's all open in the middle, and then like the car,
Sorry, I just had
the
to
car,
touch that
the
channel.
boat, yeah, right,
Right.
Where we-
Look,
where we're-
right ahead.
right, where we can
Ah!
where we can legitimately play "My Heart Goes On." Be like, all this time, this song that we joke about has brought us to this point in Alaska on a boat in between two icebergs, and now we're going down.
But my question is, how is there a boat? The water's not freezing?
Not all. There's just like
Oh.
icebergs and things like that. I'm not really sure. I just seen like the pamphlet and I just seen
Right.
like
I just thought about that. I'm like, wait a minute. If in the wintertime here, if the lake freezes here,
Yeah.
but this is the ocean.
well, I guess you got a point.
That's interesting. Is it only a specific time of year?
I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure. I just know that like I think like September, like August and September, like September, October, something like that. They had some really good deals.
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
going.
Okay,
Let me read on that. The Titanic kind of ruined it.
that part.
Hey, there's guys with violins. Is this a sign? This is a sign. Quick, like like whenever you like go somewhere, like you go to a party, you go to like out to a bar, like you always want to know where the bathroom is. Like me and you, we're all on this boat. We're just like looking at the safety boats. Like, okay, there's a boat here, there's a boat here, a skate boat here,
I'm counting all the
Right.
the emergency
Like,
boats.
how many do we have? How many people?
That's funny. I do that everywhere I go.
Must be.
Scary though, you know.
Yeah, 'cause you never know.
No, what we do, we'll have to plan a girls trip sometime next year.
I'm with it.
Yeah, we do.
That's if I'm not pregnant.
Mm.
Hint. I'm just saying, y'all. I mean, I'm 37, so we don't have that much longer before.
It's okay. Jeannie Mai had a baby at like 41, 42.
Who?
Jeannie Mai.
Oh, okay,
So
no.
it's okay.
But you know what? A lot of women are now are having kids later in life.
Yes.
Like I remember back when I was like in high school, like there are so many pregnant girls in high school,
Oh yeah.
so many, and like now it's like almost like the tables have turned because there are a lot more women who are like
Working, wanted to establish their career,
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But now, not being funny, but all the young ladies that were pregnant when we were in high school or graduating or, around the surrounding years, man, their like kids are like graduating and they don't have any kids in the house, and now they're ready to travel. And I'm looking like, oh,
That's where they
yeah.
watch your kid.
I actually not gonna baby.
exactly.
Girl, my niece is getting ready to go to college. She's out.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, I can't even get a babysitter. Well, I have babysitters, but I'm just saying, it's like, wow.
No, I know where you're coming from. I had my kids very young. My oldest is going to be 22. My son is 17. My youngest is 14. So it's like, now I'll start all over again. So it's going to be like crazy because I'm going to have all kids in school and then a baby. So
well, we're going to start all over together.
yes, we will.
See, you have a partner in crime.
I do.
Yeah.
Everyone else will be partying and we'll just be sitting in the corner on the couch.
That's
Like
what the husbands are for.
Yeah. I'll have my mommy cup. I'll
no, I'm talking
pump.
we'll have the babies with us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And be like, you know what? This is no longer fun being a DD.
I'm always the DD, so it's good. Just give me the babies.
Yeah.
I got it. Go ahead, guys.
I'm just saying, mommy cups. Yes. Don't worry, I'll pump for months. The baby will not go hungry.
No, that's exciting for you guys though. That's very exciting.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it. I mean, there's some things, of course, that I want to do and establish couple different businesses and so forth. But in the meantime, listen, I'm living life. Okay,
And that's all you can do.
it's too
Mhm.
short, and who has time for extraness? I don't. Good vibes only.
Yes.
Yes.
If you are part of mess and drama, stay where you at.
Not welcome.
Not
You're
welcome.
Friends, family, and anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Good vibes only. We're gonna have a good time.
You got to keep that around you and focus that on you because, you know, when you have positivity in your life, you feel positive. When you have people bring
Yeah.
you down, then you tend to feel down. And like, you can't always be like getting their bad juju because I feel like, you know, like sometimes like we absorb them.
Right.
And then we also have our own issues going on. So our issues, and then we absorb theirs, and it's like now all of a sudden we're on a downhill spiral. We can't get ourselves back up. But you help, right?
Well, see, but you know, the thing is this: it starts with self, like you guys said, self care. And a couple of things that I've done for my own self care is number one, I have a therapist. So if I need my therapist, I'm going to call my therapist.
Mm.
And there were some things within me that I had to work through and struggle with, as well as recognizing when my doctor asked for an anxiety test to take it. Now I'm on anxiety medication. And guess what? That helps me every day. It helps. It's not about being crazy or anything. It helps me to stay focused. It helps me to think clearly so that I can do the things that I need to do for myself and for others around me. And it boosts my energy up even more to just be happy. Be happy with the things that I have and work for the things that I want. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And so I know people probably think I'm crazy. Like, what? Yeah.
I can actually speak on that because I live with mild major depression, and I've been taking medications for a couple of years now. And actually, I was telling Megan at the beginning of the week, I took a mental health day on Monday.
Yeah, you have to sometimes.
It was rough, and part of it is because I stopped taking my medications.
Okay.
Just because there was no reason why, I just stopped taking it, and then it just hit me real hard, and I was just like mad, and I was just sad, and I was just like, fuck everything.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no. So then like I took the day off, but then I just like I journaled, I reprocessed everything, and I just try to like redirect my energy towards me, towards like better for myself. And started taking my medication regularly again, so that I have that, you know, like that medication helps you, like you said, you know, like it helps.
But see, and two, it if you see it's working for somebody, just know that there's something that will work for you too.
Yes.
Like, I think a lot of things that's going on in society today is because people do not deal with trauma or issues that they have gone through. If you work, you know, with them, through them, it will help you mentally, because your mind, if you allow it, will and can play tricks on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You may be this awesome person, and then next thing you know, you mad for whatever reason because you fighting yourself inside, and somebody do something. Oh my gosh, you know.
But I think that also not wanting to address it, but also there's that stigma against mental health.
Absolutely.
That, you know, people don't want to admit or say that I have a problem, I have an issue, I need to see a therapist. Because when you say I take medications or I see a therapist, people automatically go, oh my God, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Only crazy people take medications. Only crazy people.
Hell, if that was the case, everybody crazy.
Right.
And everybody has issues.
Right.
Name one person that don't have an issue.
Right.
Anybody? Oh, okay. Silence. Birds chirping.
Right.
Are there any birds?
Accountability.
There it is. There it is. The word for the day. Accountability. But you know, it's just taking action for your own self. That is also part of self-care.
Yes.
Recognizing something is going on with me and it needs to be addressed. It needs to be
I think
fixed.
that's like the biggest first step that you have to take is to actually admit it. That
Yeah.
I do have an issue. I do have a problem. There's something that's bothering me, and I don't know how to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but you know, figuring out how do I talk about it? How do I address this issue to move forward?
Right.
You know?
Right. I mean, and I understand people have trust issues.
True.
I totally, completely get that. That is why you have to do research on people, on, you know, you can't talk to everybody.
No.
When
You-
you speak on therapy though, I've always highly recommended therapy because when I
Mhm.
went through my depression, that was like the thing that helped me the most was, oh, now I get it. I feel this way because of this. And this is how
Mhm.
it's affecting my life decision,
Yeah.
how I view life. And once I was able to establish that and like recognize that, I was able to let these like negative feelings go,
Yeah.
and views go, and I'm able to see like a clearer picture. I see
Yeah.
the bigger picture
Yep.
of the world of what I'm capable of and such.
Yeah. So have you done in-person visits since COVID, or do you do video visits with your therapist?
Actually, I since COVID, we were doing virtual,
Okay.
due to COVID, of course, and
Yeah.
then she also had, I mean, her husband passed away, and she had some things going on as well,
Yeah.
and so I only contact her when I need to,
Okay.
and that's okay. Long as I'm okay,
Mhm.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because again, everybody needs someone to talk to.
Yeah.
And speaking on, even mental health, and therapy and stuff, people don't understand there's chemical imbalances that happens
Yes.
within our bodies.
Yes.
And that
Um,
doesn't always necessarily that you're gonna mean you're not gonna have it when you're 10 or 20.
Exactly.
Like you can have that, and that balance can happen at any time.
Anytime.
Anything can trigger
And I
it.
had
Anything.
it, and I didn't know it, but at the time, my doctor told me that's what I had, and I was like 17, 18.
Mhm.
Because I was like going through a whole lot of emotional shit. Like, what the hell is going on? Why am I crying, having anxiety?
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know what the hell that stuff
Right.
was.
Mhm.
But now that I think back, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what all that stuff was. That
Yeah.
imbalance was kicking my ass.
Yes.
Yes.
And so it's now I'm glad that I know and I recognize because and gone through, because now I'm able to help others.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what we were supposed to do. That's what this podcast is about, helping others, recognizing different issues and
Mhm.
things in our lives,
Let
and bring a
people
light
see
to
that we are just like
to
you guys.
situations.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have the same issues.
I think
You're not alone.
We do. We all and that's the crazy thing is we come from all different backgrounds.
Yeah.
I have kids who you don't have children. Like Dee, you don't have children.
Mhm.
Monique does. Tina does. But it's crazy how even though our differences, we have a lot of differences. We are so much alike in so many
Yeah.
different aspects of
Absolutely.
our lives.
Absolutely.
And we deal with, like even though you don't have any biological children, you do have a child. And
Attached at the hip and the side, pushed him out.
yes.
Right.
He's
So,
ready for me.
and you have like nieces and nephews and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Mhm.
So, like even though we have differences, there's so much that is around us in our own personal lives that bring us so close together and make us so much more relatable.
Yeah.
And we gain a lot of like knowledge from each other.
Absolutely.
We do.
And the impact. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys not being funny, not that I'm not a strong woman, but being around you all made me even stronger and made me think a different way.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like to party, but I also have a business mind.
Mhm.
And just talking with you guys, it just helps. Okay, keep pushing, keep moving, keep going.
Yeah.
That's huge. We need that as women and men.
Mhm.
We need, like you said, accountability. If we doing something wrong or something's not right, we need to be told. That's what real friends do. You tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I can't tell you how many times Koo has been too apologetically honest with me.
I'm always like, look, this is why my other friends don't come to me for advice sometimes. I'm just gonna let you know. And if you want to hate me afterwards, it's cool.
Right.
I always start out like that, and then I tell Megan,
But
like, look, bitch.
Yeah.
but when people want to talk about real and loyalty, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just, this is what it is.
But like not telling people the truth and letting them continue to be on that same the same wavelength, like that's not helping them either. Like they're only sinking more and more, where when you say something, when you're unapologetically honest with people, yeah, you might get pissed off because that's, you know, human nature. We put our guard up. We're like, wait,
Right,
wow,
right.
how the fuck can you tell me that?
when
Whatever.
someone's telling you you're wrong,
Yeah.
or-
Yeah, like, how
But
can you? But then it's like, you
Later
know,
on, you think about it and be
yeah,
like,
you sure
"Damn."
do, because it catches you so off guard. Like,
Yeah.
damn,
She was right.
shit, she was right. She was right.
Wait a minute. I know my pastor got me a few times. Lord have mercy. I be like, get home. Like,
He was right.
she was right.
Oh, she was right. Sorry.
Oh my God, I'm seeing this. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Sometimes I have to go back and apologize. You know what? I was so wrong. I'm sorry. You were right.
But it helps us grow too.
Yeah,
as people.
absolutely. You learn and
Like,
grow.
with friendship is growth too.
Yeah.
You build that like relationship, that partnership with these people, but growth.
Yeah.
There's growth that comes along with it.
Mhm.
And if you are able to grow with these people, your friendship is stronger.
And
Yeah.
it lasts.
Yes.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
then there's that honesty that, you know, you're usually not honest with people you don't care about. If
Facts.
she acting a fool and you don't care about her, let her act a fool.
I do that a lot in the bar. I look at it. Yep. They're like, you see that? I'm like,
Yep.
okay.
That's what when I lived in Korea, my friend and I, we always had the stupid hoe speech. And we went out, one of us was allowed to get drunk, the other one had to like be the sober one.
Okay.
We always went to like a different part of Seoul, so that you have to make sure that we get back home safe.
Right.
But if the person who's like getting to drink, if she's acting too much, we'll be like, let's go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
He just like, do you want to be a stupid hoe? Do you want to be? I don't want to be a stupid hoe. That was like our thing. We
Right.
were like, if she was acting a fool, give her the stupid hoe. She's
Right.
like, no, we're not doing this.
Now go to that bathroom, that toilet right there, and you throw up.
It's my turn now. You can't handle this.
Right.
Don't throw up.
You're not making me have fun anymore.
Right.
You need to chill the hell out. So you go throw up and go get some water because now I'm gonna get drunk.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Starbucks and get you a coffee.
Right.
It's too early for this. It's not 10 o'clock yet. What the fuck you doing?
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Stupid hoes, you gotta give it out sometimes.
I agree. Just being able to just you know, have friends that are there for you,
Yeah.
you know, and you are there for them.
Yes.
And that's what I can say. I can honestly have, like, even though I haven't been around like I used to, but I'm coming back. I'm just
Yeah.
healing.
I know. I think all of us, we just kind of like got pulled in different directions. Like,
And that really scared me. Like
yeah.
when because like when I was at the GI clinic, like I met so many people. And like I just seen how our bond and our group formed, and
Yeah.
like just how our loyalty towards each other are building up, never bringing down.
Mhm.
calling each other out when they were slacking.
Yep,
at work.
calling each other out.
Absolutely.
But always being there. And then like when I left, that was like probably like my biggest fear was like I don't have you guys around.
Yeah.
And like there's not a lot of loyalty in friends. There
Yeah.
isn't.
People.
Friends, but people,
yeah.
people in general. And like when
real.
someone's taken out of a picture, a lot of times like their friendship fades. And I never wanted that to happen, but I did
Yeah.
see something so much deeper within us as friends that I knew that wasn't going to be the case, but it was very hard. It was like almost like going through a divorce. Like-
Because you found that group of
Yes.
people that you feel comfortable with,
Right.
you feel like you can be vulnerable with, and you're still safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's having that pulled away from you.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah. And then when I left, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't see these girls every day. Like they were, it was rough where I was at, but like we still laughed. We still did
Yeah.
things. I took my mental health breaks with you or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we go and walk around. And then like I left, or you left first.
Yep.
But you were
Yeah.
still technically kind of
When I
like
was
in the
still
department.
clinic, I
Yeah.
just had a different role.
Different
Yeah.
role.
And then here I leave and I'm going all the way to the other side of town.
Yep.
But then it was a trickle effect. Like everyone, but
Yeah.
you know what? That was the most empowering thing of us as women, especially in the GI, because all the stuff that we went through, like Koo said, you know what? I have enough. Like I'm not going to do this. Right. And she seemed so much happier, like where she was at because she
Yeah.
wasn't there. And then you know what I said? I said, I'm not happy. Like I can't do this every day. And no matter how much it's going to hurt me to leave, like
Mhm.
I dreaded going to work. I would sometimes go into the parking lot and cry because I just didn't want to go. I would leave work and cry. Like I didn't want to do anything because I just hated my job so much. And then I left. And then when I left, then it was a trickle effect. Everyone's like, you know what? They can do it. They're happier. Like I need to do the same thing. I need to get out of there.
But see, that's what it's all about. Like you said, growth.
Yeah.
We all went our separate ways for
Mhm.
growth.
Yeah.
Everybody's happier.
Yeah, we did, but we all
We
still
can-
grow together.
And that
Yeah,
part.
yes.
Ding 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 ding.
See, we got our roots. Our right?
Right.
Come on, you're slacking, Megan.
Ah! See.
Like your favorite one.
There you go. Hey.
Yes. But that's the thing. We all went our separate ways to grow, but we
Yeah.
grew together. Like we, as all 5 of us as friends, we have literally we set our roots. Like
Yeah,
our roots.
for
We
real.
and we keep
Yeah.
growing. Like I can't wait to see what like the next like years and
Yeah.
decades bring us, because like I said, those roots are there. That tree is growing, and it can only get more
Man.
beautiful from here.
Yes.
That's
I always
what-
say you guys are my grown-up friends, because in my other groups of friends, I'm always the oldest one. Which
Okay.
is fine. Like I don't mind it because I'm like the second oldest in my family.
Yeah.
So you guys are my grown-up friends. So I don't know. I just feel like we have more mature conversations versus my other friends, and I learn so much from you guys. So like I just hope you guys know that, and I appreciate that from you.
No.
Aw.
Because, like I just love that you guys are so much older. You guys have like more experience in a lot of things, and I learned so much about you guys and like the type of woman that I want to be.
Aw, thank you.
guys.
I you know what? Honestly, I think that's from I think I can say that for all of us actually. Because there's something in each one of us that I think we pull from,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just to help us as a woman.
Mhm.
Yes.
But that's what it's about. That's what this podcast is about.
Yes.
Yes.
It's about us growing. It's about us pulling from one another,
Yes.
helping stay positive,
Yep.
and just moving forward with great things in our lives
Yes.
and expecting great things.
Exactly.
I
Mhm.
mean, I'm a firm believer in expecting. If I expect it, I'm going to get it.
Manifesting.
Oh
Yep.
yes. Oh yes. Uh-huh.
I
Yes.
have
Don't make me go to church. Don't make me go to church.
Koo manifests all the time and always says, speak it into existence. I'm going through a lot, and I just keep speaking it into existence, like it's going to happen. So.
You know, you have to stay positive, and you have to believe and trust that everything is going to work out, because
Even when it doesn't feel like
even when it doesn't feel like
it.
it or look like it.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes you could be in some stuff and you be like, what is this around me?
Yeah.
Get it off. But you know,
But it's also about like reading into the signs. You know what I'm saying? Because there's signs that are brought to you all the time. And I really do
Mhm.
feel blessed, because there are times when like I feel like nothing's going right. Like, why even continue on? Like, it's not gonna ever work out. This is not gonna happen. And I think like that. But then afterwards I feel guilty, and like I pray, because I'm like, I shouldn't feel that way. I shouldn't like talk like that. You know, it's just I'm at a low. They always say God doesn't hand you anything more than what you can handle. But sometimes I'm like, man, I got my main plate full, and now you're giving me side plates. Like, when can I just clear my plates?
but I think I think there's things that come upon us that we can handle. That's why it's given to us.
Mhm.
It's given to us so we can conquer it and help somebody else conquer something else that they're going, you know, the similar or the same.
Mhm.
Or
You-
prepare you for the next.
Exactly. So there's multiple reasons why, as people, we go through things. And it's okay. It's okay to feel how you feel.
Yeah, and you know what? It's okay to not be okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Say it one more time.
It's okay to not be okay.
And then the sound effects.
Oh no, not that one.
Oh, who would have ever thought that I can do 2 at once? Oh,
Yes, I love me some Nene, baby. Stop it. Y'all just got me real good for a second. But yeah, so well guys, I believe that is all the time we have for today. We thank you all for sharing with us, and if you guys have any topics or anything that you guys would like for us to talk about or touch up on, or have any other questions, you know, hit us up. Let us know. That's what we're here for. We're here for everyone, male, female, babies,
Fur
old
babies.
people, fur babies, all of everybody. Okay. So until next time, see ya.
Take care. Bye.